I used to fiddle when I was younger, but I never kept my hand in.
Very good. Things you can say to a musician and also in the bedroom. Hey girl, if you're ready to F major, then brace yourself for D minor. D minor. D minor. My tiny cock. So if you're ready to F major, aka fucking, get ready for my tiny cock, my D minor, the tiny dick.
Billy's gone. You don't have to explain.
Yeah, that was sharp, mate. That was sharp.
Thank you. Oh, that's a music thing.
Okay. Things you can say to a musician and also in the bedroom. I wouldn't put your lips on that horn. I've got the Rona. Harry there, looking very royal. Meghan less so. But still looking okay, I suppose, if you like that kind of thing. Not as good as Kate. Kate on her wedding day. That was a 3-wank wedding if ever there was one.
A 3-wank wedding.
That's
3-wank
what they call it.
Elderly Film Club, Geriatric Maguire.
Oh, very nice.
Very good.
Very nice.
Elderly Film Club. Taxi driver. How much?
Elderly Film Club. Who Zimmer framed Roger Rabbit? Thank you. Thank you.
It's a show that's unpredictable and fast, and improvised by the cast. Monday Night Improv. Monday Night Improv. Sing it, Monday Night Improv. Monday Night Improv.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Improv. Please welcome your host, Mr. Billy Kirkwood.
Yes, motherfuckers, how the bloody hell are you doing? And welcome to Monday Night Improv, episode 32. They said we'd never make it past episode 36. Let me explain what happens with Monday Night Improv. We are going to make up some improvised comedy right on the spot, based entirely on your suggestions. That's right, it's comedy without a parachute, without a safety line, without ever hold you in place, really. What we're going to do is, on your suggestions, which are going to be in the comments during the course of the show, and we're going to have a bloody good laugh. Shall I introduce you to the series of comedies we've got on tonight? Well, first of all, I'm Billy Kirkwood. I've never heard of me either. Let's introduce... Well, we've got to get this out of the way. First of all, there is no Will Nami. Now, there is many theories that Marjolein has smuggled people off Shetland and has had him killed. We have yet to substantiate that. We are not entirely sure. He's either doing that or sunning his balls somewhere on a coal bunker somewhere in the East End of London. We don't know, but we'll be back soon, I can assure you. But let's bring on the rest of the panel. They are absolutely fucking incredible tonight. And we've also got a special guest. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, he puts the R into Gary Dobson. Please, would you give it up for Gary Dobson?
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Gary. How the bloody hell are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I thought I did see a dead Will Nami in the street, but it was just a ferret with a monocle.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Somewhere he's going to be in his giant money bank, counting his money, pretending he's a tiny little poor boy from Oliver. We know that's not the case. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, would you please welcome the man that gives you that twitch in your loins anytime you're riding in a car in the back seat and you're on going, oh, this is filthy. Please, would you give it up for Mr. Stuart Murphy?
Twitchy loins. Sorry, I was just cursing someone else there. I also thought I saw Will Nami the other day, but it turned out just to be a cricket stump with raspberry jam on it.
Well, there it is. At this point, it's really hard to tell. I thought I saw a hamstring that basically was Will, in all fairness. Shall we welcome on the rest of the panel? First of all, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know what she's done with Will, but we're delighted she's here, and we have learned our lessons. Please, would you please welcome to the show someone that I frankly live in complete terror of. Please welcome Marjolein Robertson. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I haven't seen Will. I definitely haven't seen Will.
Good.
You haven't seen Will. That's an odd way of wording that. You haven't seen Will alive?
I thought I actually saw Will, but it turned out it was just a piece of paper standing on its end.
Ah.
Well, there we go. If that doesn't sink your heart full of terror, I don't know what will. But it's going to sink it full of comedy and laughs, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a bloody good night for you. And we've got a very special guest. We're delighted to have her back. She is, I would say she was replacing Will tonight, but we've upgraded. Let's face it, we've upgraded.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere Will will be punching Raoul, his butler. The fact that I said that, and we'll probably be buying my brother's house from under him just to teach him a lesson and hunting him through the Northern England. But let's not worry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so happy to have her back in the show. She joined us for a Friday at Improv, and she's joined us for the show here on the Monday. So please welcome back, it's Natelie Bryce! Hello, Natelie.
Hey, you've got mute on.
I think you're muted. Shall I unmute you? I'll unmute you. Hang on. I'll unmute you. James, our technician, has hurt his hand. You have chose to mute yourself,
Hello.
Natelie. There we go.
Hey!
Hey! Apologies.
Seamless.
For a second there, I thought
That's
she
why
was
they
trying.
got me back.
For a second there, I thought she was trying to blink the location of Will Nami to us. But it's turned out not to be the case. Maybe Will's just embarrassed because I found out his girlfriend's name and got him a zinger with it at the weekend. Never mind that.
Why? Was it his hand?
No. Well, just as you said that, somebody went, how did James hurt his hand? And it was like, James didn't hurt his hand. No, it wasn't his hand. It was. I never thought, actually, I never checked.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought that was to me, and I was like, well, I didn't really hurt my hand, but... Yeah.
James, did you hurt your hand?
Not my hand, no. But I'm also triggered by little Tori. I don't think she knows how close to the bone that is as a comment.
I'm cycling home, so don't be too amazing, or I'll crash. Don't worry about that. We've got it caught. Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off the first game tonight. We hope you enjoy the comments. It's going to be fun. By God, it's hot. I've had my AstraZeneca yesterday, and it sent me a little doolally. But let's take this journey into the crevices of the corner of my mind and wonder why I've got that giant pile of dead flies and a condom on top. Let's go with BIM! The first game, which is What You Doing? One of our absolute favourites. What we're going to do is we're going to kick that off. We need you guys to give us I'd say you can give us like an action or a mime, or particularly an action, something to kick things off. It could be anything at all. It could be doing the thumb trick all dads do when they go, hey, what the fuck? It could be something like that. It could be anything at all. Just hit us up in the comments, and that's what we're going to use to kick it off. And then we'll go around the houses, and the suggestions will get more absurd and more silly and more ridiculous and more hilarious as we go on. So heads up in the comments. We've got some good ones. Right, we're coming already. Polishing a skull, plucking a bum hair, putting on deodorant, raiding people.
Like my morning.
Hey.
I don't think that's cool. I don't think raiding people, digging Will's grave, hairdressing like Boris Johnson, curling an itchy hair. An itchy what? Unicycling in a top hat, discovering Will's last will, leaving everything to Will. Oh, man, that would be such a Will thing to do. Beating a Smurf, which sounds like a euphemism. Cleaning the hype train. I love it. I don't know. I feel attacked for some reason. I don't know why. Because even though I'm planning not to swear this week, I still started it off with motherfucker, but there we go. Painting the brown bears white for Christmas. Again, this all sounds like euphemisms for other things. Shadow puppet reenactment of Pearl Harbor.
We have a winner.
Oh, really? All right, Stu, you can start that bad boy off.
Okay.
And then you're going to put it on to Gary. He's going to go around to Marjolein, Natalie, myself, and then we'll do a couple of rounds of it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Stuart Murphy. Shadow puppet reenactment of Pearl Harbor. I would like to say I'm Billy Kirkwood, and I do not endorse this show.
Oh,
pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm gonna let this run. I'm in December 1941. This is amazing. Hey, Stu, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing, mate?
I'm working out the choreography for Billie Eilish's latest hit.
Gary, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm getting married to distract the nation from the COVID deaths.
Marjolein, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to see how long I can touch this hot hob for before it gets cold.
Wow. It's such a Marjolein thing to do. You won't beat me. I always loved the crystal maze. Marjolein, sorry, Natalie, what is it? It's her screen is moving. Our screen is moving. There we go. Sorry. Natalie, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stop all the DJs records, so no one can have fun in this disco.
You've never looked happier. Billy, what are you doing?
I'm actually beating up the Eurovision losers, but find out halfway through, oh shit, they've actually won.
Oh, hey, Stu, what are you doing, mate?
I'm introducing the penguins to the wild.
Gary, what did you do?
What am I doing? I'm having a flashback to the womb.
No.
Marjolein, what are you doing?
No,
I'm a lemon being squeezed.
I don't feel comfortable watching this. Natalie, what are you doing?
I'm enjoying people touching me on the London Underground.
I've never heard it called that before.
No,
I knew women like that. I knew it.
I feel attacked. I feel attacked because these gentlemen know full well I don't like being touched. So
Billy, what on earth are you doing?
not yet, Stu. What am I doing? Oh yeah. I'm trying to direct midget porn.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to shut it down there. You don't try and direct midget porn.
That's
You do it, or you don't. There's no middle ground.
All right,
As Yoda once said.
But they've got to respect you enough to follow your direction.
And cut. There we go. Or as I like to call it, Dirty Sliders, which is the name of my porn movie. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the first one we're going to do. Quick question. Let's see. What? So I can't hug you, Billy, when I see you. No. Right. The first game we're going to play is actually one of our second game. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I am off my tits. The second game we are going to play is it's things you can say to an accountant, but also in the bedroom. Feel free to join in with this one. We'll have some good ones to kick things off. Who would fancy going? I tell you what, I'll start off with you've made quite a mess of that self-assessment. Which is also what will cause masturbating. Right, moving on. He's not here. He can't do anything about it. Mr. Stuart Murphy.
Things you can say to an accountant and also in the bedroom. How about that for double entry?
Yay! Oh, I had a triple entry one. That's bookkeeping. Okay, things you can say to an accountant, but also in the bedroom. The more interest I gain, the earlier we can retire.
Nice.
Things you can say to an accountant and also in the bedroom. I've never had to pay anyone for doing this before. I usually just do it myself.
Oh, wow.
Things you can say to an accountant and also in the bedroom. I'm earnest and I'm young. Choose me.
Oh,
Wow. Wow, right. Okay. Let me think. Things you can say an accountants and also in the bedroom. Are you sure this is government approved? Bit of a shaggy one. There we go. Next one.
Things you could say in the accountant and also in the bedroom. If I do this, do I have to pay tax on it?
very good. Things accountant / bedroom. Now that's what I call a gross margin.
Things you can say to an accountant and also the bedroom. Well, I'm spent.
Things you can say to an accountant and also in the bedroom. I heard you had your own firm. Can I see it?
Oh, God. Any more for any more?
Yes, everyone. Well,
Yeah, if I could do this myself, I wouldn't be splashing out on you.
Oh, God.
And then I think when I was beginning to struggle a bit, that was a surprising overhead, but I was aiming for your mouth.
wait, what?
You can't say that in an accountant. You can say half of that in an accountant. Come on.
Well, no, if we're playing those rules, then it's things you can say to an accountant that you can also say in the bedroom. I want to do that again, but I'm not wearing a condom this time. Things you can say to an accountant that you can also say in the bedroom. You're a naughty accountant. You're a bad accountant. Yes, you are. You've been a naughty boy.
That's everything properly logged.
Things you can say to an accountant that you can also say in the bedroom. Careful, them's me pubes. See how this works, you know? See how this works when you put minimal effort in. We didn't come on here with two female guests to half-arse the accountancy sex talk.
Ladies, do you have anything to add? Marjolein, why don't you go first?
Things you can say to an accountant and also in the bedroom. Yeah, hi, it's nice to meet you. I thought I would get in touch with you because my dad highly recommended you.
Marjolein gets it. Marjolein, innuendo.
My end.
And in all fairness, our dad's accountant's a tremendous shag. Natalie?
Works with sheep too.
He does? Hey, you caught me out. Hey, Natalie?
Things you can say to an accountant and also in the bedroom. I'm an independent body here to do an official inspection. Open your drawers.
Oh, God.
Wow.
And also to bring it back down again. Why is there always so many men in here?
The Monday Night Improv motto right there as well. Right.
You have to listen to Gary, but doesn't mean you should learn from him.
Things you can say to an accountant and also the bedroom. I'm going to fuck this hole punch. Because he might have one on his desk, I think.
Little Nasal is going to be mad as fuck by the time he hears that. I love the fact that people that watch the show have nicknamed Will Little Nasal. Let's see, James, what's some of the good ones we've got in the comments for that one?
We've got a few. We've got be careful with that deposit.
Nice.
So depreciation is just a loss of interest. Yeah.
Do you want me to get them up, James, because your hand's mangled?
No. Sorry, my apologies. I'm always disappointed when you visit.
Nice.
Yeah, there will be severe penalties for early withdrawal.
Holy crap.
I think you just entered that digit in the wrong place.
Jet, that's a great one.
Jet McRoxy.
Could I go to prison for this?
Wow.
Look at that spreadsheet. Absolutely.
They're all better than us.
They're all better. There was the Jimmy Carr one because we're not allowed to make jokes about him. We used to. So this is what you did for Jimmy Carr. It's disgusting. Well, there it is. Right, moving on quickly to the next game. Thanks for that one. The next game is Look at that. We're heading back to Twatmunch Manor. What happens is there has been a murder, and DCI Marjolein Robertson knows all about murder.
No, I don't.
Of course, yeah, I was just wondering, that message from Will, it kind of makes sense now. Horse, skin, Marjolein.
Hey, I'm not the horse killer, Billy.
Don't start, Marjolein. So I didn't kill a fucking horse. I didn't kill a horse. One day I'll tell you all the story. Right. So Marjolein is DCI, Marjolein Robertson. She's got to figure out what's happened. There has been a murder, and our writer tonight to put this story together is your very own Attica Christie of hair bands. Let's hear it for Mr. Stuart Murphy, ladies and gentlemen. Stu, paint us the picture. Tell us the tale.
Come with me to a country manor where there has been, shockingly, a murder. Someone has been killed. We need to know the room in the house where it has been, the body's been discovered, the occupation of the murder victim, and most importantly, what weapon was used to kill them. Now, what weapon was used to kill them is what we're coming to you for. If you've got suggestions, enter those into the comments of the weapon or the everyday object that was used to kill this person. Now, in the meantime, I understand, Natalie, you've got to decipher the room. You've got to decipher the room. So you're going to, the body will have been found in the private zoo.
Wow.
Not a public zoo, the private zoo.
Wow. Like, I actually attended a zoo at the weekend. Well, kind of. I went to Blair Drummond Safari Park, which is the site of where I got knocked out by an emu once upon a time. Another story for another time. You can't take a selfie with an emu. You can't take a selfie with an emu. You're basically fighting all neck. You know who tried? This arsehole. Bang, right in the middle of my eyes. Never mind.
Anyway, it's a great story, I bet. The occupation of the person found in the private zoo was beekeeper.
Right. Beekeeper.
That's
I
for
can
you,
do that.
that's-
I can do that.
Really.
Now, so with private zoo and beekeeper already taken care of, we need a murder weapon for Gary to impart and for Marjolein to guess. Can we have a look for all the favourites coming out through the suggestions, please, James?
James is fucked off. James, are you there? James?
My apologies. I'm here. Just a special shout out to Jamie Burns. Don't worry, she'll be back in a second. That's how the game works. Don't worry. So we have sparrows, plush pineapple, tomahawk steak, a fart that smells of Will's body.
That's gross.
A toasted marshmallow. A violet dwarf, a frozen bag of minced Will.
Can I just say these? John Staten has got a pretty good one. It's Street Fighter 2 arcade machine.
That's pretty good. How do you feel about that, Gary?
I have no references for Street Fighter or Street Fighter 2, so yeah, let's do that. Thanks, John.
Perfect.
Oh, so you're going to draw a blanker?
Oh, come on now. That's excellent.
Sorry, I don't think Marjolein would necessarily
She'll know Street Fighter.
be a big player, but it's a Street Fighter 2 arcade machine.
Street Fighter 2 arcade machine. So, murder the murder has taken place in the private zoo. The occupation was beekeeper, and the murder weapon, a Street Fighter 2 arcade machine.
Don't fuck us up, Gary.
Here we go. Let's get Natalie, excuse me, Marjolein back in.
Wow.
God, I mean, they're all the same.
G'day, there's been a crime.
Yeah, it's been awful. I can't believe like where it was as well. Just like animals everywhere.
In the zoo?
Yes, but a very particular type. I mean, it's weird how just like it's like I was just on my own. It was so
In this
peaceful.
Snake house in the zoo?
No, not quite. Although, there was one, but nobody else has seen that snake house because it's just my snake house. Nobody else is allowed in. Very secluded.
The secret reptile house? The secret snake pit?
I don't entirely know where all the snakes are coming from, but just there are lots. The snakes are there, but there's like the snakes have friends as well. you know.
The Secret Zoo.
Way! Well done, well done. Ah, thank goodness you're here, Detective.
G'day.
I mean, it's a big blow to the community. I mean, he was a honey of a man. That's all I've got to say. He was a honey of the man. But never mind. You know, he'd spent most of his time wrangling these fat wasps.
He was the honeyed up loop monster.
No, but he was a fan. He was a fan. He spent most of his time looking after these fat-looking wasps.
Christopher MacArthur Boyd.
Wow.
He's got that bit about wasps. Okay.
Oh! No. Imagine if you would. Imagine if, well, you know, particularly the porridge will have to go. I mean, we'll have to have salt or milk.
The Scots porridge oats, man.
Sugar, but we won't be able to have that natural sweetener that we all love that comes from these little fuckers.
He was a beekeeper.
He was a beekeeper. Woo! Sorry, CMB, if you're watching. He won't be.
Yes, there you are. Oh, it was such a shame how he was killed. There's no way he could have seen it coming, even though it obviously came from the side in a scrolling fashion.
Because it was like a train?
Well, no, not at all. It would have been a special finishing move, if anything. I mean, you could slowly see his life bar just draining away until suddenly it was all gone.
It was the moving text at the bottom of the screen?
No, not at all. I mean, obviously, someone just came up to him, put their 10 pence in, or however much, or put a token in, and
he was a slot machine man.
No, well, not a slot machine. No, something much more graphic and graphical.
Hadouken!
Bless you.
He died because he was stuck inside a Street Fighter game?
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, not the original, the sequel.
He was stuck in the Street Fighter 2 computer game in the 2D arcade machine.
Oh, yes!
Yes! Oh my God! Stop the clock! James has...
Yes, it was an arcade machine because there was no consoling him.
Has Stu's record been beat?
I don't think it has. I think Stu was 140 last week.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Stu
reigns supreme.
Time in that Australian accent.
It was Australian. All right, okay.
I don't know why I should bring it.
Yeah. Shout out to @MacArthur Boyd, who's CMB, for anyone who wants to get that reference. I'm sure he's got gigs coming up. Get tickets for his shows.
Right. Like he'll plug us. Are you fucking mad? Right, okay. I love you, CMB. Checks in the mail. Right, next one is art gallery. Very excited about this. What's going to happen is Gary, Marjolein, and Natalie are going to be, well, amazing works of art. So they're going to turn off the cameras for just a second. We will see them while they prepare their artistic efforts. And I am the dealer. I've got my very own gallery. I'm going to be showing off these wonderful artistic merits that we have here. But, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, we have with us Stuart Murphy. He might be French, I don't know, but that's how he demands his name is said. He's coming in to look around my art gallery. What will be his opinions on the artistic feasts for his eyes to nom on? Let's get this party started, shall we? This is our gallery. I tell you what, actually, normally we ask for a... Don't we normally ask for a theme for these guys?
Yeah, theme.
Oh, what about, I tell you what, give me the name of the exhibition. We want a name of the exhibition and the comments. It could be anything at all. Is that Billy Kirkwood or Jason Momoa in that picture? Oh, you mean, yeah, it does look a wee bit like me. No fairness. We're going to this. Boom. It's me and Panto. Right. Funny Scottish place names. Frustrated Spoons. We might have a winner. Straight out of the gate. I think we're going to go with that one. Frustrated Spoons is the name of the exhibition. Let's do I can't believe you. Thank you for gracing my humble gallery with your presence.
No, it's no problem. You know, every time I like to slum it down here in the lower end of town, you always provide me with something diverting and mildly amusing and not at all expensive. It's genuine thrill sometimes to come down here and see what the other half regard as art.
Well, we have a exciting young artist that's put together the displays for today. He's called it.
I'm sorry. I'm assuming it's just me in this art gallery. There are no normal people around here too.
Oh God, no! You're lucky if we let them in.
Good. That's how art should be.
Exactly. Listen, Father pays the bills. I just sell the art.
Good.
Right. His exhibition, Frustrated Spoons.
I'm intrigued.
I mean, he did the spork. He reinvented it and called it the Fapoon. But now he's called this one Frustrated Spoons.
I see.
Show
me. Show me.
Let's take a look at number one. Raoul! Let's unveil number one, shall we?
My God, it looks like a vomiting games master.
What a reference.
What is this? What on earth is this?
Well,
it's infecting my eyes and filling my brain with art doubt.
Art doubt?
Yes. What is it?
This is, what we're looking at here is a wizard who appears to be vomiting up this year's accounts.
With art doubt. Right. And how does this reflect on society and what society is thinking? I don't see the spoon connection.
Well, you see, the eye socket itself is very much the bowl of soup, on which you see the skull.
By throwing accent and drawing our gaze through the little window into the eye hole, it illustrates that the eye socket of the human skull is very much the spoon of the skull. But if you try to pour fluid into the spoon, you will be frustrated because it's not a spoon and it will hurt and you'll be down eye-wise to the tune of 1.
Yes, and as you can see, we had a rather big name that modelled to this. I think you can tell who it is.
Of course I can tell who it is, but I think she's let herself go since her Girls Aloud days.
Certainly has. Let's move. What's your thoughts on this? Do you want to take this one?
It's a little June.
Let's see what else we have. Take it
away, Raoul. Take it away.
Tobias.
Oh, Tobias. I like Tobias.
Tobias. Unsheath, if you would.
My God.
Well, I think it's all there. Do you remember a program called Rex Hunt's Fishing Adventures?
I do remember that. It was on the Fishing Adventures channel.
It was indeed. It was indeed making a comeback in modelling for this one. But it's the eyes.
It is the eyes.
It's the sadness that's there.
I see. And this one next to it?
This is another new edition. This is a Vanity. My name is Mary. We call this. This is after giving birth to Jesus. Mary decided very quickly she needed to give herself a little scrub up, just in case God popped drowned again.
My God. I see. The second one was a little disconcerting for the juxtaposition of the death of the fish, the open gills forming a sort of nature spoon from which life overflowed and ebbed away. That was counterpointed by the maniacal look in the eyes of the sadist who held them aloft. And I was disconcerted. I was romanced, but I was disconcerted. Whereas this, look at that look of frustration on her face as her body has been used by God as the spoon with which to hold the salvation of mankind. And she obviously holds the light next to her to represent life or some shit.
Yes.
everything that mankind should be wanting. Everything mankind should be reflecting on. That this one girl's use of her own body as a spoon for our hopes has left her cold, frustrated, alone, holding a mirror with life. I love it. I'll take that one and burn the rest.
Are you sure you don't want to see all three of them at the one time?
Fuck
Together?
off.
On screen, all together?
Yes, do it.
Maybe that would be the best way, like on the count of 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Let's have a look at them all together. Right. Well, what can I say? Art is filled with shit, man. There we go. There we go.
Yes, it's definitely the third one. Take the second one away. It's crazy. It's
Take it away. Take it away. All right. Tobias, wrap it up and have it sent round to Lestu's car. Very well done.
Have it driven around the orphanage and set on fire.
Very well done.
You're fucking awful.
Right. I did see they'd done the thing with your hair. It's very nice, Gary. Very nice. Right. You want to fix that? It's a good look. Can we have Gary on screen on this one? Just look at that.
It's a classic quality look. This is me and my pump, and this is me kind of Versailles around about the reign of Louis XIV, taking shits in the corridors.
All right. I was just going to say you also look like that guy down the bus station that's got a big bag of pens. Right.
I've got a bag of pens.
Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. But he says pens, but they're all really pigeon's feet. Right, our next one is Oscar moment. What's going to happen is that we're very lucky to have two wonderful actors with us. We have got Natelie and Marjolein. They are going to be acting out a scene. So I'll tell you what, before we kick things off, what we're going to need from you guys is the name of the drama they're in. Or, Gary, what do you think? What about
I think
the first line of the drama or the name of the drama? What would you fancy?
I think just a title for the drama. Obviously, I'm the director because, the idea of me telling any woman what to do is laughable. And so if we can get the title of the drama, and I will be interrupting just briefly, just to point out the monologues that made these scenes Oscar nomination worthy.
Yes. So I am going to be working as the Foley on this. So I'm going to be away doing the sound. I'm going to hand you over to Gary Dobson, who's going to be coaching his actors through this dramatic scene. James, could you help these guys get themselves a pretty cool title for their drama, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. We have A Tree Grows in Shetland. We have the Gordon Bennett Show.
The Gordon Bennett Show. Okay. Gordon Bennett, a real person. We use it as an expression of, Gordon Bennett. But he was a real person who was a socialite who used to piss in fireplaces. True story. The disguised fart. That's got potential.
I don't know if that's a confession or not, but I was a reject from Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
The flagellation and killing of Will. The plight of midges.
The plight of midges.
That is tremendous. The plight of the midges. That is tremendous.
Yeah,
I need to. You want an everyday one, don't you?
Yeah.
What about Wiley Coyote?
Well pronounced and.
What about? I see one that's quite ambiguous, and see what you guys can do about these. There's the rolling dog.
Oh, that's that. I like the ambiguity of that.
Yeah. So why don't you go for that bad boy?
So this is a scene from the drama What I Wrote and What I Directed, called The Rolling Dog. And we'll all just get a chance to see together just exactly what made it so very, very special for everyone involved. This is halfway through the production.
All right, on set. Check the gate.
Yep. The gate is shut. The sheep are safe. And action.
All right, miss. I've got something to admit to you. When I was grooming your Labrador, it just rolled off the table.
What do you mean rolled off?
I just rolled off, and you know how they say cats land on all fours.
I never even. What? Mine does. Like, the table is so short. It's only a little coffee table. What happened?
I was grooming it on the coffee table and it fell off and it just landed tail first. It was like a miraculous.
Did you move my coasters first? Because they're china. They were a gift. You saved them, right?
Well, miss, I just came in to groom your dog. I just thought everything would be set up how you wanted it to be. And I thought maybe the coasters were for its 4 little paws. That might explain why it slipped.
Well, that's true, but I thought you normally bring all your stuff with you. You know, you're a trained and licensed dog groomer, right?
That's right, miss.
Ah, this is where we see just exactly how trained she is, and this was the scene that probably got the nomination in the first place.
I thought I could just pretend to be something of worth. I thought I could groom dogs and fit into society, but I'm not a dog groomer. I'm not. I'm actually Lady Grey, the 5th of Essington. I just wanted to live like a normal person and do a normal person's job. I thought if I could get along with the common plebs, they would grow to love me and give me more taxes. I look at this woman in a disgusting tiny 5-bedroom house and think, how does she live with herself? How does she not cry to sleep every night? Her toothbrushes, electric, I used to groom inside her dog's ears, were frayed and old. I can't pretend to be a dog groomer, not when I am from the greatest breed myself, the upper class. But I'll try. I'll try and pretend to be a normal person. And also, I probably shouldn't have kicked the dog off the table when it looked at me funny. But I didn't like it.
Touching. Touching was not allowed on set. The scene continues.
Are you free next Tuesday?
You want me back to brush the other half of your dog?
I do. I have another few dogs, and they need grooming.
Oh, well, I'm a groomer.
You are? I mean, have you actually got proof of this?
Well, look at that half of your dog I brushed, miss. Doesn't it look shiny and
it looks
fresh
stuffed
mint?
And stiff. On the carpet. Not where I left it.
And here, the twist is revealed.
I only have dogs because I like people coming into my house because I don't have friends. You kill that Labrador, you kill my social life. You kill any interaction that I can have, let alone the pandemic. You're the only person that I could call. I flipped through those yellow pages and I found your name at the top of it. I know you paid extra for that. And so I give you a chance and you come in and you repay me. And you kill my dog by rolling it off the coffee table like it's an egg and spoon race without the spoon and no egg and just a dead dog. And you come in and you kill. And yes, I have another 9. But that's 1 gone of my 10. It was my friend. Not my lover, my friend. And now I don't know what to do. Where am I meant to make friends? I have to socially distance in a local coffee shop. And not because of the pandemic, but because I'm on the register. And I'm not allowed to go near anybody, and you're the only person that would come near me. You'd come into my house, you'd groom my dogs, you'd let me sit in the next room and shout to you through the door. And what am I meant to do now? I only have 9 dogs left. And a stuffed one. And I hope I have a friend.
And people say the Oscars have been devalued.
And cut. So there we go. Check the game. Well done. Well done. Oh my God. You guys just checking. Right. Also, I got my wee face up. It's done. Right. Thank you very much. A number of people that were actually just wondering in the theory if Will's dead. Will is not dead. Although Tory Elaine is still a favourite when you seem to do anything. I don't know. It's always good, Marjolein. Love that tonight. Right, next game we've got is Oh my goodness, we're already at World's Worst Reality Show. We'll hope you join us in. Don't forget this Thursday, me and Will are going to be doing Virtual Improv All-Stars. It's going to be fun. You can get tickets to that. Gary Dobson, are you not joining us?
I'm on the Thursday after.
Are you on next week? You're on next week.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I'm the 10th.
We'll be pining for you. But this week is going to be our second last show. So you hope you join us. You can get tickets over at Ticket Spice. Check out all the social medias. It'll be good. But we'll be back next Monday with Monday Night Improv. Totally free as always. But let's finish it off with one more sexy little game. And it's World's Worst Reality TV Show. Everyone loves reality TV shows, or did love them in 1997 when they suddenly became a thing, and they never fucked off. So here we are again. Have you watched the Cruise? Have you watched all these type of things? Let's go through. So feel free to join us in the comments. World's Worst Reality TV Show. Who would like to start? Anyone got a belter? I'll tell you what. Why don't you start us off, Mr. Stuart Murphy?
Sure. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Birth Distance. We take 6 pregnant women, grease up the floors in front of them, and as the babies pop out, we see how far they travel. How much grease is being used? What are the odds? Place your bets now. Can they beat last week's winning baby distance of 19 feet before the umbilical snapped? We will see you after the break, brought to you by Frosties.
Bloody hell, he's still going. He's still going. He's still going, Jeff. He's still going.
Still going. Okay, World's Worst Reality Show. Here's one for fans of Star Trek.
Okay.
Why not join us this evening as we follow Gul Dukat and his family during the occupation of Bajor as they attempt to kick a football in the air as often as possible without it touching the ground.
Do they?
That's Keeping Up with the Kardashians tonight at 8:30.
How dare you? How dare you?
Would that be taxpayer jokes?
Mic drop. Mic drop. You're welcome, world.
It sounds quite good. All right. Well, up next, we're going to be looking at some of the hottest prodigy violin players in the Western world in this week's edition of Kitty Fiddlers. Seems fine. Seems fine. Don't see the problem. Marjolein.
Hi, and welcome to Shetland Television, which is just me sitting in your room speaking to you while you sit on the couch. Anyway, tonight we have our first of 3 reality TV programmes, and this one is a game show where all these folk come together and stay in a house with cameras watching them, and each week folk get voted out and there's only one left, and it's a Shetland version. It's Big Brother, Uncle, Cousin, Father, Son's house.
World's Worst Reality TV Show. Hello and welcome to America's Next Top Doddle. We'll find the slowest walkers in America, those holding up crosswalks all over the states. Tune in!
Brilliant.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Farmer Llama Drama. Take 3 llamas who are used to being raised on a farm, put wigs on them, and then we force them to act out scenes from Jane Austen's books. Brought to you by Frost.
Love it.
Great. World's Worst Reality Show. Hey guys, here's one for fans of Star Trek.
No, for fuck's sake.
Join us at 9:30 as we follow the day-to-day comings and goings of the prostitute who was hired to service LeVar Burton's character during the filming of Star Trek. That's Geordie's whore at 9:30.
God!
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Shut up, James.
Oh man, that hit me harder than the car.
What? Harder than the car.
Did Will just hit James with the car?
Oh,
I think he might have driven through the fucking wall. I forgot what I was going to say. Bam! Things are getting sexy, things are getting furry, things are getting glittery. Woof! Look at him go on this week's edition of RuPaul's Dug Race.
Hi, and welcome back to Shetland Television. We've all had the pity break where he went through and had a cup of tea and spoke out the weather, but now it's time for the second reality, real TV television programme of the night. And tonight we have a show where it's quite exciting. We've shipped 8 figure skaters up for Soothing boat, and we teamed them up with the local celebrities, from councillors, local councillors, to stars of Shetland, because mind Maggie was in the background walking past in the scene one time, and everyone's favourite person, the postman. Anyway, they'll all be paired up with ice skaters and dancing in the only venue we could find. That's right, Magnie's Bayer. It's dancing on shite.
Brilliant. World's worst reality TV show. Hello and welcome. Big Brother is no longer airing. We now have Big Sister. It is a show where some random girl listens to all of your conversations, finds out your secrets, and tells them to your mum.
Oh, touched a nerve there, I think. World's worst reality TV show. Fuck it, I'll do it myself. Some people get bored while waiting on the NHS waiting list for a vasectomy. We give them 3 litres of vodka and a selection of rusty knives. How long will they be able to hold out? What kind of job will they do? Do they really want to not have kids that bad? Brought to you by Frosties.
They are sponsoring a lot of TV just now. They are sponsoring a lot of TV just now.
They need it.
Oh, I've got one. Particularly for anyone who might be interested in Star Trek.
Last one, I swear to fuck, man.
Join us.
Come on.
Join us.
I dare you.
Join us as we follow Kiko O'Brien, Lita, and Jennifer Sisko as they go about their everyday lives as botanist, dabble girl, and dead person. That's right. Tonight at 10:30, it's the Real Housewives of Deep Space Nine, because I was running out of ideas.
Hi, Billy.
Billy's
You've gone to vomit in anger.
I'd like to apologise to any Star Trek fans watching. Although realistically, we all need content for it, so it's probably probable they're going to happen.
I've never seen a car run out of petrol when it was going downhill before. It's like it was speeding towards inevitable disaster and then just stopped on a downward grade.
I couldn't stop at 2. I had to have a third.
Of course.
Up next, Deirdre is screaming at a spoon, and David appears to be slamming meringues up his arsehole. It's Great British Bake Off, the fucking idiots edition. Why on earth would you? That's not how you make a trifle, but David doesn't care. He's just scraping off his skin flakes onto a bowl and hoping for the best. And, well, Alison is screaming into some haunted parchment. After you.
New Dane. So we've slipped the coos out to the hill, so it's time for the late night programming before we fall asleep in our chairs at the television. And the last show is a show about couples getting married. But you see, these 18-year-old contestants, we've paired up. They get married, and then we see how they get on in their married life, not knowing who they're going to marry before. We got all the 18-year-olds we could in the island, 6 of them, and this is married at 27,000th and 813th time of sight.
World's worst reality TV show. Hello and welcome to Heaven's Kitchen. Forget a shouting Gordon Ramsay, no one getting their meal and lots of stress. In this restaurant, you get your meal on time and there's a 2-for-1 deal on.
Yes.
Like,
Any more, guys? Stu?
welcome to another edition of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Lear. It's where we get minor celebrities and put them into a live production of King Lear, Royal Shakespeare Company. They don't know the lines. They don't get the references. They've never even read a book. Sponsored by Frosty.
Wow. I've got one that could actually be a real one coming to Amazon Prime this fall. It's behind the scenes at the US Apprentice, during which follows Donald Trump as he repeatedly uses the N-word, calls people retarded, and acts like the obnoxious shitbox of a man that he actually is. Yes, it's the real reason Jeff Bezos paid $9 million for MGM when it's only valued at $5 million. That's tonight at 11:30. That's coming to Amazon Prime in the fall. It's Jeff Bezos's $4 billion middle finger to Trump. That could actually happen because he now owns all the outtakes. Yeah.
I thought that. And that was me just going, and coming up next, goodbye, 40 minutes of dogs stretching.
Oh, goodbye. Oh, goodbye.
Big stretch, big stretch.
Oh,
you know, human beings get really annoyed when you say that, when you see them stretching and you go, oh, big stretch. They get really annoyed.
Oh, it's a good boy.
Goodbye.
Next up, another episode of I Can Make It. 40 minutes of middle-aged men getting out of a chair. Will anything be heard to click? Brought to you by Cocoa Puff.
Any more? Looks like literally, I'm stunned nobody did a pedos about one, but I'm delighted at the same time. Watch out, pedos about didn't. Just a
Your
thing, man.
mate is probably somewhere shouting it at the screen.
I want to fuck this reality show. Bless him.
Oh yeah.
There's one for Stu. Are you ready for this one? You read this one, Stu?
Yes, please.
Up
Up next,
on
three wank weddings.
3 weddings. Hey.
TWW. Up next.
Unfortunately, there's no time to explain to Natalie what the context of that.
I don't need to know.
No, you just know I'm the kind of guy who will wank 3 times if you invite me to your wedding.
Hi.
Yeah. Next week on Name Lookalike, the returning winner from last week, a dismissive cheese string, takes on all newcomers.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, go on then.
Howdy, it's me, Rootin' Tootin', and I've been going around locations trying to find my horse. It's kind of like location, but it fell down in a watering hole, so it's called Well.
That's Rootin' Tootin' Pistachio.
Hang on, I've got one response to that. Well, I wouldn't make fun of you lot. I would just have a show called Friends.
Somewhere in this flat, I've got a Ventolin inhaler and a glass of Pimm's.
I'm told at the moment Will is just rolling people out of their iron lungs. That's the reason he's not here tonight.
Oh, right. No.
Hello, I'm Will Name, and I've got a show. My show is a show. It's called it's called Blind Date, and it's Blind Date, and it's where I go on a date, but I'm blindfolded, and everyone looks at me and runs away, and I'm on my own, and then I weep into my pillow at night with sparrows.
With my tiny cock.
Well, Will's latest rap video has just been retweeted by Dawn French, so when he leaves us for celebrity,
fuck him!
we've only ourselves to blame.
Wow, we had a good run.
Will was always my favourite. I just want to put that on record.
Hi, I'm Will, and this is my other show. It was where I rap on stage and show off my talents. It's like the X Factor, but it's me sang on stage, so it's just a lowercase L Factor. That's what it sounds.
Marjolein, I hope you two kids could just sort this the fuck out, because this is getting angry. This is getting dirty now. It was all fun. But he's the one getting retweeted by.
Fuck each other, okay? Because the sexual tension is unbearable, and it's beginning to bleed into the show.
Are you talking to me?
Get out, kids.
I'll talk to him like I talk to my accountant. Get it done.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next Monday. Give it up for our special guest, Miss Natelie Bryce. You can follow her on Twitter, Instagram, and all good places. Make sure to check out Marjoleine's streams, phrasing on that. Well, Nami, of course, you can check him out. He's been retweeted now by Don French, which is amazing. And of course, we'll be back with Virtual Improv All-Stars on Thursday. We'll be back here next Monday. Look after yourselves, motherfuckers. Bye!
You wanna do something Monday nighter? I've got something for you, hold tighter. It's a show that's unpredictable and fast, and improvised by the cast. Monday Night Improv.